Yo, we want to thank you guys for checking us out every day. Your number one spot for entertainment news. You already know, like we always tell you, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share button, let us know what's up. And come on in, come on in. Yes, this is the Weekly Entertainment News Podcast. I'm your brother Hiram Hakeem, and we're in the building. Hey, listen, man, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let somebody know we do this thing every week, like clockwork, okay? We also do it compliments of the Reporter newspaper. This show right here is powered by Akron's only black publication. The publication has been in business for over 50 years. You know me, I am Brother Hiram, and I don't like to waste your time. I like to get right into it to get you on your way. Hey, listen, we might as well just kick things off with my man Snoop Dogg.
I'm here.
Snoop Dogg is everywhere. We see him everywhere. And he have taken this opportunity with the Olympics to not just brand himself to the next level, not just partnered with NBC, but everything after that and everything that's going to come after that is going to be some big stuff. Because it has been reported our brother Snoop Dogg, okay, was getting $500,000. I'm gonna say that again. $500,000 per day doing his promotional run and promotional campaign at the Olympics, compliments of the NBC. Let me tell you what it says. It said New York-based venture capitalist Henry McNamara, however you pronounce his last name, shared on social media that he overheard Snoop's daily Olympic salary from an NBC exec. And they was talking, amongst each other. And he heard the brother say, or the executive say, Snoop was generating $500,000. We understand when you do the math, that could possibly add up. I'm telling you, when you do the math, over, what did they say, $8.5 million for this promotional campaign for the NBC is paying to have Snoop Dogg associated with it. And that was smart. That was smart, man. So we're going to keep it going with this Olympic thing information. Since it's over, we're going to keep it going. Not too long, but we're going to keep it strong, okay? It looks like the Currys is in the news.
What?
Okay, I'm talking about the Mama Curry and the wife Curry of Steph Curry, all right? Look, it looks like they was at the Olympics doing their thing. His wife had the youngest daughter with her and everything. And they were just trying to leave the city. They were just trying to leave Paris. Apparently the cops, the boys in blue, treated them less than stellar. I mean, almost damn near they're reporting, they damn near harassed them and treated them like there was nothing. Now, I know these people don't know these people because they're in a whole nother continent, but damn, you got to at least treat people with some common courtesy. You see a lady with a baby that's being disgruntled, she's being irritated. You see what's happening, and you guys stopping their progress. You're not helping them get up out of there. Fortunately, our brother Draymond Green was there with a translator to help bring down the attitudes and stuff like that. So big ups to Draymond Green and big ups to the Currys, okay, for hanging in there until that situation got handled. Also in the Olympic news, it looks like our sisters, the WNBA representatives, eked out. I'm gonna say it again, eked out by 1.67 to 66, 1 point outdoing your people over there in France, okay? And it looks like people are on the internet, on Instagram, and bringing your girl Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark into it. Like, I wonder how we're going to do better in 2028 when we go there next time to play. Surely we're going to have some better quality players. Your sister Angel Reese, okay?
Let's go.
She said, hey, she hit the Twitter and said, hey, keep me out your mouth. I'm not in it. At the end of the day, those sisters won. They got the gold medal. So why not? Why not? Just let those sisters enjoy what's going on. Coincidentally, I just got to give props to our brothers who was playing basketball over there as well. Got the gold medal. Big ups to my man, LeBron James, who did his thing, but not to be outshined by what my man Steph Curry did. He had a phenomenal last couple of games, but his last game, he had like 14 No, 24 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals to help lead our brothers to win that gold over there against, who it's playing against, right? So look, we're gonna keep this thing going. Everybody was tripping out. I seen it personally. Break dancing is in the news. What the hell? Break dancing is in the news. And when I say break dancing, I'm talking about real b-boying, okay? This is real hip hop in the building. But apparently we got a black eye. Everybody know what I'm talking about. You see this goofy lady, okay? They saying, how in the hell did she even get in competition? And unfortunately, people think that didn't watch. People think that was the gist of the breakdancing. They were like, oh my God, you should see people on the internet. But man, Ice-T said he knew it was going to be super dope. He was excited to watch it. He put it on Instagram. He put it on Twitter. Other people were saying, yeah, it's going to be some dope stuff. Imagine what we were doing back then to what we're doing now. Then unfortunately, this goofy lady shows up and shows out. And then it just lets you know, let me give you a little homework on who she is. Her name is um, Rachel Gunn, known as Ray Gun on the stage. Her actual moves was criticized. You know what I'm saying? She's a 36-year-old former jazz and ballroom dancer who graduated with a bachelor's degree in contemporary music and got a PhD in cultural studies.
Oh my God.
Okay, so you see her style, you see what she was doing. The thing that trips me out is, in order to get to the Olympics by way of Australia, you had to go through some competition. I'm gonna say it again. You had to go through some competition. We're talking about a world competition. So when you think about female breakdancing, and when we talk about female breakdancing, coincidentally, most of those girls was good. Most of those women were good. But we're talking about female breakdancing in Australia. So how good do you have to be in Australia or not have to be the best? And she was obviously the best and won the most competition, or one of the ones that was key to send her on her way to the Olympics. So that means the talent pool over there in Australia wasn't that good. So big ups to hip hop, because hip hop won. Big up to Snoop Dogg and everybody that represented the culture on well. But sometimes we gotta look in. And big up to the people who was really breakdancing. The men did even greater. So we need to watch that. You can go on YouTube or Peacock, okay, or you can check it all out. Okay, we're about to go on to Kanye West is in the news. Apparently, our brother Kanye West's album Vultures 2 didn't debut like it should have been on the Billboard Top 200. Yeah, that's right. He only debuted at number 2. That means when the album came out, it came out at number 2, only generating 68,000 units. Okay, that's what he did. But that was not good enough to eke past his musical nemesis. That's right, musical nemesis Taylor Swift, still holding on to the number 1 spot with her latest project. And she sold quite a few. I think she sold 125,000 units to Kanye 68, making her eventually break his 11th consecutive album at number 1. Now, that don't mean he can't surpass it with all this promotion and stuff he's doing to generate an interest for the album. But the first week out the box, that's number 2. That's good, but it ain't Kanye good. So your girl Taylor Swift gets the last laugh. Speaking about getting the last laugh, looks like my man Jay-Z is going to ultimately be laughing all the way to the bank. We know we reported just recently ago that Dame Dash's portion, the 33.3%, whatever the hell it is up for sale. Well, Jay-Z come out of the woodwork. He says, hey, I know that bid started at the low 1.2 million. He says, I don't want you guys touching it. I'm going to say it again. He said, I don't want you guys touching it. Seemingly putting a little promotion out there like, hey, I'm going to get my own thing. But it looks like his lawyers and stuff put in the paperwork that states after 6 years, whoever, let's say if I buy it right now, and I mean, I'm only going to have it for 6 years. And then when you know the knowledge that I'm a minority owner at 33.3% share, I got to go to Jay-Z and Kareem and all these people to even see if I can even make a decision. But basically, at best, with my investment, I'm only going to be able to ride the coattails on the executive decisions that they make anyway. But here's what's dope. The news is breaking is that when Jay-Z's attorney filed his paperwork, after 6 years anyway. It's going to leave me. Okay, if I bought it, I'm only having it for 6 years. So 2031, it's going to automatically go to Jay-Z anyway, right back into his rightful owner after all these years when he first rolled it. So there's really no need to even do it unless you just want a piece of it. But it's going to cost a lot of money to do so. Speaking about something to do so, we already know my man Rick Ross
Let's go.
is in the news. He's been sued again. Why is he being sued this time? Why is he in the news? Listen, we already know the car show he be having at the Promised Land. The Promised Land is this mansion down there in the ATL Rockwell, okay? Well, guess what? Everything didn't go all too well because there's a gentleman that bought tickets. He says he's bought the tickets, bought lodging, flew down there, okay? And before he made these decisions, he sold his car, and this brother, unfortunately, is in a wheelchair. So he was calling in, talking to people like, yo, is it going to be wheelchair accessible? And they said, yeah, it's going to be some type of wheelchair truck, van, bus that's going to come and get the people and to bring you to the house I'm talking about from the curb. I don't know what the hell they was bringing them from. But yeah. I'm going to say from the curb of the mansion and bring them all the way up in. Well, my man was waiting. The bus or whatever the hell never came. He said he got so distraught, so mentally messed up, he sold the tickets and went back to his hotel room. He sold the tickets and went back into his hotel room. So now it looks like he's suing Rick Ross for breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and violation of the Americans with Disability Act. He is acting for damages, and because he had to sell his car and he's going through some mental issues, he wants some money. Everybody's getting paid trying to get what they got to get. Speaking about somebody's getting what they got to get, Blueface is in the news. Now, we heard about what's happening. We heard he's getting 4 years from, they said, not only for breaking his probation, but in a specific way, because he was caught on some camera or something the hell with some drug paraphernalia outside of not just beating on the guy's ass that happened at Skinny's Lounge in San Fernando Valley. Okay, so apparently they called him and they said the judge had to throw the book at him because, he was caught with the style. But Whack 100, who's my man's manager, who's Blueface manager, is confident that Blue will be home roughly in about 10 months. His optimism is based on Blue gets credit for 440 days already served, and the state of California only makes him serve 1/3 of the remaining sentence. That's that's best case scenario. So he's hoping that's on good behavior, like his mom said. I'm talking about Blue's mom said that he's turned over a new leaf. You also see his dad upset on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, when he found out the news as well. So we're going to keep that brother in our family. He can 4 years, okay? 4 years for drug paraphernalia and whooping somebody's ass, basically breaking the probation. So hopefully my man Whack 100's words come true and he only have to get 10 months served, okay? Speaking about somebody's being served, it looks like you won't be served because the Fugees said, you know what? They canceled the tour. Now, in all honesty, it wasn't the Fugees. It looked like Praz and Wyclef was all down. But it looked like your girl, Lauryn Hill, says, I'm going to have to cancel it. And she's blaming low ticket sales due to bullshit marketing on social media. Okay? People are putting bull crap in the game that's affecting the sales over here in North America. Because she says she's going to keep on going in other parts of the world that she's selling pretty good at. It looks like Praz said, you know what, I've been covering for this sister for years. For the past 20 years, now I'm not. She left America wide open like that. She's bigger than what she thinks she is. Whatever, the little drama, bro. That's the goddamn pour the tea. I mean, that's damn. You're a man, though, bro. God dang. Speaking about the tea, it looks like Game is in the news. Okay, now this is kind of crazy. It looks like the Game is going back to court, and he's set to appear in court once again to satisfy a judgment handed down against him in a sexual assault case in 2000. 16. Apparently, the money that he was supposed to be paying was the judgment was $7 million for what had happened. Apparently, she was on a reality show with the brother and alleged that he jumped on her sexually. Okay, he infringed on her. But anyway, the courts uh, ruled in her favor, and she was seeking to get 10 million, but they settled with a 7 million judgment, right? And it looks like as of today, she only received out of the $7 million, $383,502.39. Game, what are you doing? Hey, the woman. Do you have it? Okay, it look like let me just put it this way. It looks like she is taking him back to court because she's not happy. Okay, she's not happy at all. She's supposed to be getting some money. How come I'm not getting the money? You walking around enjoying life and everything, and then she said the brother has to put some of his his house, his properties in his manager's name. You know what his manager is, Whack 100, trying to stop the seize of his properties because apparently he has no liquid. Okay, so she's trying to get the house out there in California and everything, but it looks like it's going to take some while. That's why they're going back to court. People don't want to come off this damn money. So big ups to Game and everything, right? Listen, man, I just want you to know this is the part of the show where we talk about a lot of different things, okay? And this particular thing I'm talking about here is the Reporter newspaper. I want to break it down a little bit different and let you guys know that the Reporter newspaper is doing some dynamic things, right? And not just this newspaper here. This is the Black Press. The Black Press is the newspaper. And we are doing what we have to do to support it by telling you guys about it. Now, if you don't want it from this particular area, okay, that's cool. There's a Black Press in each and everybody's neck of the woods. Get your news from people that understand it. I'm going to say it again. Get your news from the people that get you. They're not going to be slandered in it 9 times out of 10. If the press is Black owned, they don't have to please somebody that's out of culture. They can write it from the perspective of what they do. So here we call that newspaper the Reporter newspaper, right? And you can get no lie a subscription and stand on business by supporting business. And it's only $50 for the whole entire year. So check it out. You see the number on the screen. Get into it, okay? Now, this is my favorite part of the show. It's that knowledge you can't get in college. It's that insight for your invite to invite you in. It's the conscious content. Okay, this time I want to give a big up to my man, Nori and EFN, my people, for having the God, okay, Buju Banton on the show. Okay, now the dope thing about Buju Banton being on the show is he was able to talk candidly for 2 hours straight about a lot of stuff. Now, I can tell you a lot of different things, but what I want to tell you guys about is the disdain that he had for rappers, people using music for non-glorification of a people or the struggle or other different things. People that's only talking about lewd, crude, disrespectful behavior. He said, that's crazy. The dope thing that I want you to realize that he says, we in Jamaica, we in an island that's 144 miles long. That's what he said. That's how big Jamaica is, right? And he said, because God has blessed them with that part of the earth, they're kind of isolated to do things on their own and not being able to be touched, convinced, construed, forced, or anything to make their music a certain way. That's why he called it the King's music. He called it God's music. We can do it the way we want to do it without being forced to do it any other way. That's why I like a lot of reggae music, because they're speaking on something. Of course, they got some slackness in the dance halls, man. They got some wild stuff, gunplay, gunman, of course. But the balance is real. The balance is real. So at the end of the day, if you're making music and you only making music to please the powers that be, or because you think it will sell, you're selling out yourself, because I'm 9 times out of 10, these people that's making this kind of music ain't that damn one-dimensional. I'm talking about the American rapper, okay? I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? They got some knowledge in their head. They got some understanding for your planet. And with that being said, I am your brother, Hiram Hakeem. Y'all better film me before they kill me, y'all. Peace.
Can't beef with me, whole nother frequency, bitch. B.O.D. what the fuck is a mug? Nigga be fake, won't leave him snuggly. He undercover, then fuck it, we talking a minute. It's all in this stuff, nigga, fuck is you saying? Bird, bitch, you get struck. We ain't going back and forth by the door. We ain't going back and forth by the door. Wash halu ella ilaha illallah. We come in the name of the source. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We flipping niggas out the porch. Niggas in Paris, somebody J version, boss whole Jane Harden, but they think they the highest. We locking them up, you get caught with the smoke, get your flame darkened. They shooting shot, but I ain't far. This fuck around, hit the same target, back to back.